It's late. The Ark Community Crunch has been delayed for reasons, but we've got breaking news that we needed to get out there. Plus, we've got server performance updates incoming from Wildcard, and I wanted to show you some of my settings I've used to get my PC pumping out some decent enough FPS in 4K, despite not having a 4000 series GPU. Welcome back to the channel. It's LtBuzzLitebeer, and this one's going to be quick and to the point. In case you haven't done so already, make sure to hit subscribe and ring the notifications bell to receive my latest upload alerts. Likes, comments, shares are greatly appreciated. And let's get this one rolling. Okay, coming out of the official Ark Discord, posted by Cedric, tonight, the greater Ark community has secured a victory as they've rolled back the Nitrado agreement for hosting servers in Ark Survival Ascended, and this is huge. A massive portion of the Ark community was pushing back against this exclusivity clause that was added in only after ASA launched. Didn't want that fact to go unpublished, but at least for now, this has been rolled back. Here's the details. Steam DRM has been disabled for the Ark Survival Ascended dedicated server, and Anonymous Depot has been made available. Now, I stopped by Netty the Noodle's live stream as the announcement was posted, and he was already checking the Steam DB changelogs and was there the minute the server files were updated. I also saw over on Twitter confirmation from Tia Aurora that it has indeed been changed, and ASA admins could now host their own unofficial servers on their own hardware. So again, huge GGs to the entire Ark community for getting behind this one. Now, along with these new changes, there was also a reduction of server RAM by 6 gigs. That's pretty massive. Several fixes included one for taming exploits, improvements to optimization and performance for character and dino movements, foliage, and temperature. Shader caching was improved, so after the booting up into the game the second time, it should have less graphical hitches. And finally, there was a character creation crash issue that was also addressed. And this was on top of some minor fixes deployed as part of an earlier patch from this morning. There was also a post to the official Ark Twitter account aimed at live ops. We're working on a server update, which will improve performance, stability, and memory usage, and by the weekend, we expect to roll out some more client-side optimizations. Now, I can't confirm if this statement was basically the same one that was posted on the official Ark Discord. It sounds pretty familiar to me, but it may indicate even more server and game optimizations are expected over the weekend. So for the moment, I know it's a lot to process. The rollback and opening up of server hosting capabilities outside of Nitrado is massive. And the current and upcoming optimizations are also good to see happening. Now, I can't find it right now. Again, it's pretty late here. But the EULA seems to have been modified as well. And I've heard it's not a complete victory for the Ark community, as it sounds like Nitrado and probably Snail have left themselves a loophole or two. Also, I wanted to say the current server rental prices are still way too high and pushing large slot counts that many players don't need. And we will, of course, and I'm saying us, the Ark community, need to stay vigilant and watch Nitrado. But yeah, I am stoked for the entire community, of which I have rejoined as I am currently plowing through single player in ASA. And while we're on the topic, I did want to bring up the point of not knowing what's to happen to anyone who did plop down the cold hard cash to rent a server to host their own community through Nitrado. I mean, is there a refund process in place? I truly hope so. And we'll report any findings on this one once I see or hear anything. Also, Nitrado seems to be very reluctant to spin up any additional servers for ASA, as currently there are only about 260 total servers right now, and that's total. So official and unofficial, PvE and PvP altogether, 260-ish. Plus, I've heard that some players are seeing a ton of lag, constant wipes and crashes on multiplayer. Okay, final bit here, and it's going to be quick. I wanted to show you my setup to get ASA working and looking pretty good on my 3090 GPU and in 4K. Through the power of technology, here we are on the ASA launch screen. Of course, go to video. First things first, restore all graphics, restore all settings, restore all graphics again. That's going to give us a nice general clean slate to start our work with. And don't worry if you get this pop-up that says you have to have a 4070 to run the game in epic settings or something like that. I'm going to show you how to basically run the game looking pretty damn good in 4K on a 3090 GPU. Change your resolution, windowed mode to full screen, and then that resolution scale slider all the way to the right at 100%. Trust me, you want that jacked to 100% to make the game look as good as possible. Next are the settings: advanced graphics, medium, anti-aliasing, epic, view distance, low. Textures, we're going to leave on high. Post-processing, which we didn't used to have access to, medium. General shadows, kind of rough on FPS, move that down to medium. Next is global illumination quality, leave that on epic. Effects quality, medium. Foliage quality, high. You are done with the left side. Now over to the right. You can toggle the max frame rate, up to you. I record in 60 FPS 4K, so I have to keep it capped. And then we're going to go down the list. Everything to off, every slider over to the left, as far as it'll go. So everything off, every slider to the left on this right side. Once you've confirmed that the left and right side looks good, make sure to go to the bottom, hit save before moving on, or you're going to lose all those settings you just added in. Next, over to RTX, NVIDIA DLSS, make sure that is on. I am using performance, but if you're doing this in 1440p, you could always use balanced. Final settings over here in the camera tab. Sensitivity in Ark tends to be a little too hectic for me. I move that down. Next, camera view bob off. Camera mode off. Dino camera mode off. Camera FOV, the higher it goes, the lower your frames come down. I know you PvP players probably like 100%. I use 85, and then camera shake scale off to 0. Then we're going to hit save. I'm going to show you how this looks as we jump into the game, because we have one more change we need to make. Okay, you can see me booting up and loading up into the island. Look at those frames up at the top left, 60 FPS. Game's looking pretty damn good. Now, I've already made this one console command change to the game already, but I'm going to show you exactly how to do it, because we want to disable everything that's up in the sky, because that is severely punishing on our FPS. So we're going to hit the key right above the tab key. We're going to type in r.volumetric cloud space 0. So that key right above the tab key, r period volumetric cloud space 0. That's going to take all those clouds out of the sky, kind of take some of the atmospheric noise out of there, and it's going to make the game run a lot better. And just check this out. It looks pretty good, right? And hopefully you can see how strong the visuals look once all those changes take place. Again, on a 3090 GPU, playing at 4K, and man, that change to the volumetric cloud command, that one is huge. And that's it for now. It's late, but this was really important news to get out into the Ark community. So, of course, we're burning the midnight oil. Make sure to leave me any feedback you have concerning Ark, and I'll do my best to respond. Remember to hit subscribe and ring the notifications bell to receive my latest upload alerts. Likes, comments, shares are greatly appreciated. All my socials can be found in the video description below. Shout out to the now over 177,000 of you, and thank you for sticking with me and hitting subscribe. And a special thanks goes out to my Patreon supporters and to those of you sending over those much appreciated YouTube super chats. Until the next one, this is LtBuzzLitebeer, signing off.